Today we got corny things people do. If you new, make sure to sub up, like the video to join the pod, and yeah, let's get into it.
We can all agree that sometimes people be doing some corny ass shit. Me personally, I don't really judge people like that because everyone's different and I can accept the fact that everyone has different interests and personalities. Like, I'm not the type to call someone corny based on what type of music they listen to, what they wear, or what type of content they watch. The stuff I'ma talk about in this video are things or behaviors that are genuinely corny as fuck and need to be stopped. The first corny behavior I gotta talk about is being racist, sexist, homophobic, or just anything along those lines. If you are any of these things in the big 2020-25, it just shows that you're a dumb and corny individual. Like,
Bro, if you racist, homophobic, or sexist in 2025, yeah, stay far, 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 far away from me. Like, because for you to care to not like somebody so much based on them being a woman or a man or a girl or being white, Hispanic, whatever, and because of who somebody like, you're weird, bro. You got too much time on your hands. Get your priorities straight. You worry about them liking dudes, whole time your bank account is in the negative. You got 2 kids, your baby mama hates you. The mother of your kids do not like you. You barely get to see your kids, but when you do see them, you can't do nothing for them. You can barely keep a job. You're racist yourself, and you low-key like boys too. So, bro, really get your priorities straight. You need to work on yourself, and then you can move forward. And stop being weird, bro.
Imagine being scared of someone or have some animosity towards someone just because they got a different sexual preference to you or have a different skin color. If you guys have been on social media and have been seeing all the crazy shit that's been going on, you probably know about the Air India incident. Rest in peace to those who passed and prayers out to their families, of course. Like, I have seen news pages and random people on TikTok and Instagram make posts and videos about this tragic event. And
Zoe?
Yeah. From meeting for coffee?
And when I look at some of the comments on these videos and posts, almost all of them are straight up racist. I could put some examples of some crazy comments on the screen, but out of respect, I'm just not gonna do it, bro. But if you literally go to any TikTok or IG reel about the Air India crash, you will 100% find a racist comment. Like, don't even get me started on the Indian hate, bro, because I feel like it's become a trend to just hate on Indians or just South Asians in general. Like, it's genuinely the weirdest shit. While scrolling the comment section of a news account on TikTok covering the Air India situation, I saw a comment that said they were able to track down someone's identity after they left a racist ass comment. This is because they had their name and face on their profile, and from here they ended up finding their socials, and they also notified the company that the dude worked for. Like, what can I say? This person is doing God's work. But for real though, hate against South Asians on social media is completely normalized. Almost all of the racist comments I've
It's like racism in general, we just normalize it, like made racist jokes. Like, they do the thing to Asians about the eyes, and it's like, bro, like, what are we doing? We don't do this though. I don't do this. That's a y'all thing. But like how did this even happen, bro? How we even get to this point where this okay?
seen have like tens of thousands of likes and are outnumbering the people commenting normal, non-racist things. Like, this shit is crazy as fuck. Growing up, because of the areas I've lived in, I've always been around South Asian people, and they are some of the most hardworking and kind people ever, and they got some good food as well, bro, for real. And I also gotta mention how fine brown girls are, bro. Like, shit. Yo, Sandy, my DMs are open if you're trying to collab. Maybe you can teach me how to play Valorant or some shit.
Hey, look, bro, if you see this, go collab with him. He's shooting his shot on a YouTube video. This video got 3K almost. It'll be at 5 by like 2 days from now, 3 days from now. Hey, collab with him.
In conclusion, just don't
Never
be
mind,
racist, bro.
she got
And
a
also,
boyfriend.
brown girls are
Never mind, you're not getting your collab, buddy. Ah, dang, that's tough. Hey, look though. That's why did I pause right here?
Fine as fuck.
If she can cook curry, you must eat her like a McFlurry.
The next corny behavior I'ma talk about is when someone random follows you on Instagram, and once you follow them back, they unfollow you. Like, come on, bro. I'm not falling for the hezzy. The easiest way to tell that this will happen is if they got like a follower count that's over 1,000, but they follow like less than 100 people. This shit infuriates me, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, there was this one account, and I'ma put them on the spot, bro. I don't give a fuck. They followed me and then unfollowed me as an attempt to try and get a follow back, and then a week later they followed me again. And just for fun, I decided to follow them back after they followed me for the second time. And you already know what happened, bro. Like, after a day of waiting, they unfollowed me, bro. And the thing is, this page wasn't like a personal account. Like, it was one of those pages that do public interviews and shit like that, so I guess it wasn't that bad. But the people that be doing this corny ass follower method on their personal account,
Okay, that method is corny. But look, if somebody follow you, you don't have to follow them back. Cause let's say you got 1,000 followers. If you followed every person who followed you back, you would have so many people's feed in your posts, and some people follow you because they like what you doing. But you don't have to. If you don't like what they doing, you don't gotta follow them. So, but following somebody and unfollowing them to get more followers, that's stupid.
they're the worst, bro. Like, imagine going on a following streak and just waiting for motherfuckers to follow back and then unfollowing them shortly after. Like, bro, your aura isn't gonna increase because of your IG follower ratio. Like, this is true corny activities, bro. This honestly might be the corniest thing you could do on Instagram besides posting notes. And talking about posting notes, another corny thing people do is post on Instagram notes without any context at all. Just hear me out. Like, Instagram notes is fine if you're putting music, asking a question, or just saying anything that has value. But when people put some shit on their Instagram notes with no context at all, that should be pissing me off, bro. I remember this one time I saw
Nah, okay, let's think about this. Low key, if you watching this video, which you most likely not, yeah, so I had posted a video on IG, like not a note, but a reel, right? And I was saying, if you need to cut somebody off, cut them off. If they don't support you, cut them off, right? And one of the people I used to be friends with, I seen a note saying, if that's how you feel, LOL. And it's like, what's the context behind that? Because they could have just said that and they not have been referring to me. And I'm not even assuming they are. It's just like if you was just more direct with your note, then, you know, it would be understood. And people do this, and it's like they doing it for attention. They're like, bro, I hate you, or something like that. And whoever followed them gonna see it. Like, if they you know, whoever followed them gonna see it, and it's like, what's that about? It's like you want people to ask about it.
someone say stop on their Instagram notes, and bro, but at the end of the day, the corniest thing will always be the people that do the unethical follower farm method. Like, nothing can beat that shit. And talking about beating that shit, last night I was beating my shit to some big booty.
What?
The next corny behavior I'm gonna analyze is getting mad at the homies for longer than a day. When you're with the homies, it's very common to have disagreements, especially when you're on the game or playing sports, and it is completely normal to have some temporary beef. But if the beef goes on for more than a couple days at most, you might as well just chop your meat at that point, bro, because getting mad at your homie for a day is not an ass behavior. When it comes to resolving beef, don't see.
It depends, though. It depends, because look, for example, right? Let's say y'all playing 2K. And you cooking them, so you trolling about them. You trolling about it. If you mad about that for more than a day, come on, bro. But sometimes people say personal stuff and then say they be playing. And then like after it happened a certain amount of times, people like, nah, you was not playing. Cause every time, you don't say this when we just chilling, but when it get heated, you want to say something about me not having no dad. You want to say something about how I got hit by a car when I was 12. You want to say something about how my goldfish drowned. Like, you only say this when it get heated. So nah, in my opinion, if you don't tolerate people just saying mean stuff and covering up as a joke, that's a reason to like be mad at somebody for more than a day.
Either you get pissed at them for a little bit and then forget about it, and depending on the severity of the beef, you might have to run the ones, and after that, just dap each other up and squash the beef. But dragging the beef out for no reason on some petty shit, that is unacceptable, bro. And if it gets to a
Okay, look, let me know. Is it just me, or I never did me and one of my bros got into an argument, and then we hit, and then we friends after that. It take a lot for me to get to that point where we finna fight. So if we finna fight, we not cool afterwards. Either I'm gonna win, or I'm gonna lose, or we gonna draw, and then that's it. Just you cut off, buddy. Cause I don't really do that. I never fought none of my friends. I don't know if this is just me, cause I didn't have that many friends growing up, so that probably could be why. But let me know in the comments, and if y'all watching on TikTok, let me know.
Point where someone leaves the group chat, bro, that is the pinnacle of corny behavior. And it's even worse if the homie you were beefing with asks to join the group chat again after voluntarily leaving it in the first place. Like, come on, just don't do this, bro. Especially if the beef is over the game, like it's never that deep. Obviously there's some cases where there's real genuine beef, but in most cases, just don't drag out beef with the homies. It's just not worth it, it's a waste of time, and it's a very corny thing to do. Staying on the topic of being with the homies, another corny ass thing that some guys do.
Oh yeah. Look, anybody who who say the embarrassing stuff because they're around girls. Hold on. Any dude who say something embarrassing about their friend in front of girls, bro, you are lame. I got a girlfriend. I'm locked up. I'm good. I'm cuffed up. Yeah. But for the people who single and who got friends that do this, y'all gotta get them people away from y'all. Cause they be cool all the time, and then they call themselves playing defense and saying, "Oh, you know he got chlamydia, right? You know he got a rash in between his cheeks and down there. Like, you know he beat girls. You know he don't like to spend money on girls. Like, that is not defense, bro. I'm finna slap you, bro. Cause why? YouTube, I don't promote violence. Why are you like? What are you doing? We supposed to be friends." People, y'all know the 2-man, right? A 2-man is a mission that both y'all go on so both y'all can get a girl. Not so you can take all the girls and dirty mac them the whole time. What are you doing?
Is switch up when females are in the vicinity. Like, this could be at a party, on a Discord call, or even just at school. There's always that one guy that switches up their whole personality and mannerisms when girls are around. When one of the homies switches up, they do either one of these two things. They start to act all nonchalant and shit, making their voice deeper and raspier, or they decide just to start beating the fuck out of you for no reason. Like, bro would turn into Prime Mike Tyson or Sean O'Malley. The second option is definitely worse, because it's like the most immature shit ever. Like, if you are over the age of 16 and start wrestling or grappling one of the homies to get the attention of the huzz, you gotta wrap that shit up. That's just tough.
Oh, look. Oh my gosh.
Red Bull Zero. Zero sugar, 100% wings with monk fruit extract.
Life's better when your stuff is protected under our roof.
Hey, look.
Back to the corny behaviors of being a racist.
What's it called? The opposite of dirty macking is when a dude be like, "Oh yeah, hey bro, thank you for letting me stay with you when I got kicked out. Hey, thank you for letting me borrow your car." Like, that can be a bad thing too, though, when they overdo it. You gotta say stuff that's believable, that's reasonable. Like, don't be like, "Oh yeah, thank you for letting me use your mansion for a month while you was out in Dubai signing $1 billion deal, and thank you for giving me half of your $1 billion." Like, don't do that. You gotta, like, when people be like, "Oh yeah, thank you for paying for my food," like, he always look out for me. You in great hands. He let me stay with him when I ain't have nowhere else to go. He helped me get a car. Like that is reasonable. Those when that's helpful right there.
Sexist or homophobic. I feel like I gotta talk about the sexist part.
Yeah.
Since it's Men's Mental Health Month, I've seen a couple comments and tweets about it that are just weird as fuck. Like, look at this.
What are you talking about?
When you look at this tweet, the word men is mentioned 7 times, which reminds me of those girls on social media and in real life that always complain about men, and they keep on saying the word men in a negative way. They be talking like, oh, men, am I right? Men ain't shit. And after saying some stuff like this, they end up linking back with their toxic ex or getting cracked by a, you guessed it, a man. These are the same type of girls that always talk about how it's impossible to find a good man nowadays and that all men are pigs. But when you see their dating history and see what their previous boyfriends were like, it's like, bro, if you're...
It's like some women will be like, oh, men ain't nothing. All men are bad. Men don't know how to do this. It's no, men aren't gentlemen no more. Men don't want to approach girls no more. Bro, the men you date don't want to do that for you. They don't do that to you. You chose those dudes, bro. You chose those dudes. Your history of men is drug dealers, abusers, trappers, bums, a good dude, but a good dude here and there, but you was mistreating him. Like, that be some girls' catalog of men. Then when the dude be too nice, they be like, oh, well, you're too soft. You gotta be a little bit mean. You gotta know how to handle me. Handle you? Are you a wildebeest? Are you a lion? Are you a fucking king cobra? What are you talking about? Handle you? I'm not at no zoo. I'm not a dog groomer where I gotta tame you. You're not a wild bronco. What are you talking about? Handle you? Like, so those women who be saying men ain't no, the men you choose ain't good. You walk past good dudes all the time. And women and dudes do this too, saying girls ain't nothing, girls ain't this. No, the girls you choose. You know she like to do whatever, but you still chose to have her around. That is your fault, buddy. That's your fault.
Constantly going after guys that look like this, and this. What are you doing? This is like saying that McDonald's is the worst fast food chain, but you keep ordering filet-o-fish every time you go.
Yeah,
the fact that there are women out there that think like this honestly boggles my mind, jiggles my...
And then, let's talk about the dudes. Dudes would be like, hey, bro, it ain't no good girls out here. No, bro. You know her history, bro. You know her history. You know what she do, bro, and you still chose to keep her around. That is your fault. That's your fault. My bad, y'all. But yeah, it's like a dude would get a girl that cook for him, clean him, do the love him unconditionally, support all his dreams, and he would be like, you know what? Nah, I don't need this. She's too good to me. Let me ruin it. Like, yeah, that's your fault. That's why you can't find nobody.
My marbles, twists, and turning the hairs inside of my ass. Not only is it Men's Mental Health Month, but it is also Pride Month, which means I need to cover the corny behavior of being homophobic. If we're being, whenever they see a gay couple walk by or see 2 dudes holding hands, the homophobic homie will be giving you the meanest side eye, bro. Wait, hold on. Homophobic homie. That rolls off the tongue pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Homophobic homie. It just bounces off the tongue. Pause. Speaking of pause, I feel like it's completely normal to do borderline gay shit with the homies. Like, you already know, bruh, like grabbing each other's ass or just like touching them.
No. That's something else. I never did that. I don't, you crack a joke here and there, grabbing butts. If y'all are cool with that, that's fine. But that's not, the homies just don't do that. My homies never did that. Did I have real homies then if we wasn't grabbing each other's butts and kissing them and saying what's up, good looking, what's cooking? I ain't never do that.
randomly, bro. When all the homies are acting sus, the homophobic homie is always the one that acts super defensive. They would be like, oh hell nah, get that gay shit away from me, bro. Yuck. I don't mess with that type of stuff. One thing about people that get super defensive when something zesty happens is that they are the people that are most likely to be actually gay. Because in order to act zesty as a joke, you gotta be comfortable in your own sexuality. Like you can still mess around and do some crazy borderline zesty shit, but deep down in your heart, it's not that deep because you know 100% that you are straight.
That's facts. That's facts. To be able to make joke around gaily, you gotta be comfortable with yourself. Cause if it's just one dude, bro, no, bro, get that away from me, bro. It's like, bro, it's not that deep. You made it seem like we just grabbed you by both your cheeks, lift you up, and start tongue kissing you. Like, bro, we didn't do all that. Like, calm down. It's not that deep. You know, people make the gay jokes. They're like, oh, hey, you know, do the little, you know. But it ain't that deep. People be getting defensive, and then you start to question them, like, what's really your thing, bro?
But for the homophobic homie, I don't know, bro. Maybe they're just covering up their true colors. Like, they're on the down low for real. And on that note, being gay is completely fine. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank y'all for watching. Let me know any other corny things people do. Yeah, let me know any other things corny people do. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace!